sort of control the energy and get a bit slow? Or is it going to be right off the gates? Is the madness going to continue from the beginning?
I think they have to be juggernauts, Anders. It's going to just be a clash, running straight into each other.
Well, we're about to find out. The countdown has already run out. The match is starting. Krakow, are you ready? Then let's get this game underway. North and Virtus.pro for a best-of-3 quarterfinals. Here it comes.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! Sick. All right, utility. Neo will be going for the kit, as per usual for Virtus.pro, with the double flashes. Lots of Kevlar and lots of Kevlar on North as well. MSL with the smoke. And a Tech 9 on Cajun B, so we do have the raid boss strat in play. But instead of rotating over towards the B site, it looks like they may be setting a trap over here North. They might be heading towards that A site, and that might be effective because Vegas is going to try to make some noise. He needs to find the first headshot, but Viali will drop him.
That was a big part of that strategy. Now that arm, that distraction over at drop is gone. Instead, they're heading to the A-bomb site, and Config trying to get the quick kill here on Snacks if he can, and he's going to be able to do that. That's a big comeback into the round, and still a 4-on-4. The bomb is going to be going down. Virtus.pro now going to attempt to retake, and this won't be easy. A lot is going to ride on that big flank that's coming through from Pasha himself, looking for the shot on Config with the USP. There's the headshot, taking him down, and now they've cracked it open. Pasha looking for a second fight against Cajun B right around the corner, and it will be Neo and Bayali. AC alone, and Virtus.pro swarming him, rushing him down. He's just got the Glock, and he's being overrun, and Virtus.pro going to be able to win the round, picking up the first pistol.
Hazy getting a taste of the Tech 9 there. Pasha letting them know there's nowhere to run or hide. Not here, not on home turf. One round now on the board for Virtus.pro, and they win the pistol. They look very clean as well, Anders. They're the ones who are hitting the headshots here. You'd expect just a few more easy kills there for North, but it just didn't go their way whatsoever. Missing shots and looking just a little sloppy, so we'll see if they can tighten up their game. They got the bomb plant, and so it's going to be that hard eco going into the next round.
So very good strategy pulled out of North. It definitely had some thought put into it, and you could have tell that if the drop player could have stayed alive a bit longer, maybe there would have been a way to actually cause enough of a distraction for the A push to work completely. But ultimately, it's down to mostly SMGs on the Virtus.pro side, and no armor invested in for North here, so they're going to be buying in the next round, obviously with the bomb plant, and that's going to be a good buy. It should be. Let's see what Virtus.pro can bring us here. The first task at hand is not losing any rifles in this round. Just keep it cool.
Exactly, and this is all about North, just crossing their fingers and hoping that they're going to be able to get the bomb plant here. But 4 players stacked up on the B side for Virtus.pro. Standard stuff from them. Having confidence and Snacks to hold solo on A. Neo, wow, takes a bullet to the face immediately. But Pasha's there to get 2 kills before he gets overwhelmed by Cajun.
And somehow Neo is still alive. I don't even know how. He should have been dead long ago, but they're going to be able to clean it up. Great teamwork out of Virtus.pro.
And Neo saves the M4. Makes it over there just in the nick of time. Trade the SMG for the M4 any day of the week. You'll be able to hand that back over to Pasha if you want in the next round. And so they maintain just a little bit more on their economy here. That is going to be so important for VP. Let's take a look at North, though. No second bomb plant. And so they will be just a little light on the grenades. And we'll have to see what MSL has in store for us when he is somewhat limited with the Molotovs and the flashes.
Well, third round is coming up here. And with this kind of a start from Virtus.pro, North know a lot rides on this. They've got to break their backs very early on here. Don't let them build the momentum. There's a reason why we call it the Virtus Plow, and everybody who's ever watched this game will know exactly what that means. A very common spread set up from North here, maybe anticipating some aggression from VP over at Long when they have Snacks over there. He's a champion at playing exactly that position.
Yeah, change of position here from Taz as well, backing him up instead of playing by connector. It looks like that's Bialy who'll be watching that spot. When they go for this particular strategy, it seems like Taz is going to be that rotating man. But they have gone for the peek for information over at A-Long, something that you do not see CT teams do a lot of these days. It's kind of faded out of the meta, but now that's a lot of information for VP to go off of. Not seeing anybody. It might prompt the rotation over towards the B site.
Oh, there's a good opening there. Config going to be able to take the kill, taking down Snacks. Always great if you can take him out of the game, and especially over at that position. Spray comes in, AZ with a big double kill. Bialy trying to pick it back, and he's at least going to be able to take down the kill on AZ, but he's also alone in a 1-on-3 here. He has a bit of time before the bomb goes down, but it's an almost impossible clutch here.
Yeah, exactly, because they've already got connector blocked off with 2 players. So North, they've done everything right, and the big double kill from AZ, that pretty much snuffed the round for Virtus.pro. Perfect spray control from him. That's what we expect to see from the young Danish gun, although he is more of a veteran than he used to be. We can't really say that he's a greenhorn anymore.
First big round coming in from North already in the third, turning it around. That's great news for the Danish team, and they're going to be excited about that. Not letting the pressure get to them, not letting the sheer volume of the audience in here get too close.
I think here we have to see the half-buy from VP. They need to be able to just accept that they need to get a few rounds on the CT side before switching over to T side. And so I would like to see just a half-buy from them exactly, managing their economy. And so Taz, he stays up at 4,000. We'll have an AWP in play for the next round here for VP. I like this a lot from VP. It would have been very risky business to go for the force buy in this situation.
Snacks holding close with a deagle. Smart move by North, just making sure that he's not going to be able to put that to use. He's one of those players that absolutely can. Pasha's taking a bit of damage early on, but this should be North's chance to just equalize the score. Oh, he's hiding right at the edge of the smoke. Config doesn't know it. Snacks trying to sneak up behind him. Config not really aware of what's going on yet. This could be a lost AK very quick, and the timing here is favoring Snacks. And is he really going to go for the knife? Oh my God! He takes down Config with a knife in the quarterfinals with everything on the line. It will be Bialy with another kill coming through. AC trying to fight it back, but he goes down to Bialy. Mother of God, and Snacks to take down Cajun B. The Dragon of Krakow is here, taking down North already.
Oh, it's so fitting that it happens versus Config as well. Config, no stranger to the knife. He loves to get the shank in if he can. But Snacks, that is, not only is it great to get the $1,500 in an eco round, but this is going to be so demoralizing for North. Couldn't have been cooler. Couldn't have been any smoother than that. And what a round for VP. The tension you could tell in Pasha's face, but they get it done. It's 3-1, and it's North now who are going for the force buy. Double AK, 3 pistols.
Let's be clear, if that fails, if he messes up the knife, if Config turns around for the kill instead, that would hurt Virtus.pro so badly. An incredible risk, and unbelievably it works out. Let's see what the Danes could do here. They've still got a couple of AKs and some pistols and armor picked up here, so it isn't all lost yet. Good counter grenades coming out as well from Virtus.pro. Trying to see if they can hold MSL back in the drop here.
AZ and Magisk are the ones who've been tagged up. But that smoke is going to clear, and we're at a minute mark. But they still have 4 in play. Exactly. Fresh smoke goes down to block off drop. And slowly but surely North are inching their way forward. What they need here is to control the backup plateau. But what is this? Neo right for the smoke. He hunts down MSL. MSL, no idea what's going on. And now AZ, the pressure is on for him to find the opening frag.
Well, he's quick out the gate, but couldn't check the corner. Bialy will eventually go down now. Magisk up on the plateau. No real pressure here for VP to fight him. They can just wait until he's closer to the bomb site. It's a 2-on-4 after all. And he's going to go down to Neo, who's looking for the triple kill. Config tapping away the deagle. Pasha to take him down at the end. Turning heavily in Virtus.pro's favor here. A 4-1 lead. And now the money is broken for the North players. Instead, Virtus.pro getting a chance to breathe. And
this is really going to be a test, I think, not only for North and their individual players, but for MSL and his leadership. Is he going to be able to get his team to ignore a crowd like this, where the roll of thunder from the stamping feet shouts out every time VP pick up a win? That is so difficult to deal with. And so North, not known for their mental fortitude, they've given up games that they should have won in the past when things went against them. Now, really, everything is stacked in VP's favor.
They come flying through the smoke into drop right in the face of Bialy. They're going to be able to run him down, but then comes the complete cleanup there. Pasha not missing much, and they only lose the 1 player. That's great news. I like the style from North, though. I think that was fairly aggressive, and, you know, jumping with the smoke like that, definitely an interesting idea. So not at all a bad attempt, I think, from the Danish side. 5-1 are moving into the 7th round. And
the buy coming in once again, but again, limited. in their options. They don't have the AWP in play if they wanted it over on north side of things, and they are lacking the Molotovs that will be key to check certain positions in Plateau, in A long, and so we have to see. North, seems like they might be done with the B site right now, Anders. It's straight into underpass, the change of pace, and Taz just barely making it around the corner in time.
Oh, he could have been run over already. Now come the counter flashbangs as well. So much time left. MSL turning up the pace here against Virtus.pro, saying, listen, we can control this match as well. Now they just need to follow through, get that one opening kill. Instead, Snacks, oh, he goes down. There was a big opportunity there. He's going to be dropped instead, so looking really good for North at the moment. 4 versus 5. They've got the bomb plant down, and they've got Virtus.pro locked in. This is really smart play.
And VP, the wise call, backing off to save their guns, just reset the round. You still have 2 guys, you have near full nades. The AWP in play on Pasha, just save. A 4v5 retake on the A site would be a slaughterhouse. And you're right, Snacks, I mean, Snacks was on a timer. AZ was coming up behind him. He only had like a couple seconds left. I mean, obviously Snacks has no idea that AZ's gonna be there, but tried to make the play happen. If he could have picked up 1 kill, that might have sparked VP to try and make the retake, but this is fine. It's a reset on VP's side. They are in the lead, 5-1. They can afford to give up a round without too much of a fight.
It's very, very strong call coming out of MSL. Not easy to make that kind of call. There's a lot of things that could go horribly wrong with that kind of a rush, but they hit everything perfect. So well done on him, and you can see he's so focused right now, trying to call his team back into this game. 5-2. It might not seem like that much of a gap. It's more about the momentum. It's more about the overall energy in this arena. You've got to shut it down somehow if you're North. If you can at all, then you've got to do it early.
Well, this is a way to change things up, Anders. Tapping into some of that bank, 7.5K spent by Snacks this round. Getting fully equipped with a second AWP here for Virtus.pro. Pasha saved his. And so we'll see where Snacks decides to take that fight. He may be going aggressive yet again, and this really is Snacks' stomping ground. He literally stomps people into the ground. Over here, off, shotgun. He knows how to put the pressure on. But AZ as well, look at this. Nearly to the top of ramp already.
This is so fun that he's managed to sneak in. Should catch Virtus.pro off guard. He almost takes down Taz, but now the game is up. They know when they're trying to play around it as much as they can. He's going to end up going down to the alley, but the rest of the push is coming into the B-bomb side. Neo's getting a refrag there on MSL. It's still a 4 versus 3, and the bomb is dropped. Oh no.
It's dropped in the open flat. I mean, but Cajun B and Config, the last 2 alive here for North. Neo has done a fantastic job picking up 2 frags. And now VP, they know that they can take their time. They can wait for the bomb plant, exactly. Bialy's gonna hear it, he's gonna be able to deny it! What is going on, Config? Your teammate, he needs you! 1v2. Snacks and Taz now closing in. And this is all on Config, peeking with the flash, spots out the info. Will he find the headshot? You can't face him. With the AK, he's far too dangerous. And he's looking for the angle on Taz. All Taz needs to do is stand up, and there's the one. Config 1v1. Gets the smoke for Taz! Pounces as soon as the smoke comes out and saves the day for VP. Well, there we go. If the clutch situations are going to start going VP's way as well as the crowd, this is going to be a hard day for North.
It's a great attempt from Config, and you have to appreciate the flashbang, then the shoulder peek that makes Virtus.pro peek against him into the flashbang, and everything was working out quite well, but couldn't get the last kill in. So Virtus.pro now 6-2 in their favor. We'll see what North can bring us here. Config doesn't look too distraught, you know, a bit upset, but not really broken yet.
It's the smallest margins, Anders. It's the smallest margins. Taz did that perfectly, peeking behind the nade, because he knows there's going to be a split second where Config has to swap back to his AK, and that's the window he chooses for his peek, and it works out. 6-2. VP in the lead. And still somewhat decent bank on at least 2 players here for Virtus.pro, so it's not the end of days, but now the change in the setup here for Virtus.pro. The nade goes sailing past Magus. He counts his lucky stars. Thank you.
Well, Pasha opening up with a kill on Cajun B. That was controlling the platform here, which is always a good idea. It reduces just all of the options that MSL has when he doesn't have plateau control. So right now, he's got to be wondering, how can we get it back? The flashbang not touching Pasha, and he goes for the fight against the pre-firing AZ.
And then he repeats. Pasha knows no fear. Goes for the repeat despite getting the 2 picks. He's down at 13. He was looking for the trade opportunity there for North. Ballsy play, but now Config, he might catch Snacks. Does Snacks realize? Yes, he does. Snacks hits the shot. MSL going to be walking into his certain demise here in just a second. Unless, of course, Snacks turns away. And so MSL, 2v4, backed by Magus, and they're working their way up onto the A site, but there's still a man in place, and Neo holding connector. It's going to ruin their day. That drops the bomb right at his feet.
MSL had to make some kind of play because trying to put the bomb down in a 2-on-4 is not really viable. Neo to close it out.
Neo, man, he is at the top of the scoreboard right now, Anders. 10, 4, and 3 for Virtus.pro. That's not what you expect to see, and it's not like he's completely sucking the oxygen out either. Pasha and Bialy both at 9 frags. Right now, VP are just hitting their shots, and this is a good time for North to go for the timeout. Tactical, first one, called by the Danes.
Chanting Philip Kubski, Neo, one of the ultimate legends, probably the best player of all time in 1.6, and his career is continuing into global offensive, and the level that he's hitting, it's an absolutely magical story. And I understand the North want to take a timeout here, just see if they can calm down. The crowd won't let them, but they're going to have to try and zone that out somehow. 7-2 at the beginning of the 10th round now. Virtus.pro are off to a fantastic start here on Cobblestone.
The North, it looked like they wanted to try and change up the pace again. Same thing that they went for on A with the rush. They might have had Virtus.pro cut corners, try to play out very quickly here onto B Plateau, but instead now it's going to slow down into more of a set strategy here. The nades go sailing in, Config taking point. Magus finds a shot on Neo with that deagle. But Pasha not going to hit the shot. He's gone to crossfire, nowhere to go. Bialy needed to come up big, and he fails. It's all on Snacks and Taz in a 2v4, and once again, VP, it's going to have to be the call here to back off and save. If they go for this, they're in a tight spot.
It looks like they sort of want to here. I mean, Config is hitting a high level in this game. You can tell he's come here to play as well. Going to bring the fight to Virtus.pro. Taz trying to with a boost up. He's going to get the kill on MSL. Surely there's no way in a 2 versus 4 that they bring it back there. Low on time as well. Going to flash their way through. Magus gets a great kill there. And now Snacks has to back off instead. They tried for it. They tried to give themselves a chance, but it will be a 4th round for North here.
You see where that flash went off? Like, what? 10 centimeters short of getting around the angle. Magus full blind. Taz kills him for sure, and then you're into a 2-on-2. Sometimes that's as close as it gets, the finest of margins. But that's a 3rd round on the board for North on T-side Cobble. VP still with 7. And Snacks saving that AWP will make a world of difference here for Virtus.pro. They will have the money to go for the full buy once again. Right back into the double op, no less. These guys show no fear.
But we've reached the critical point of the game just because of the VP economy. There is a chance for North to turn it around if they can just win this next round. This opening from Config is mad, and you could tell they got overrun in that round. Now they need to bounce right back here. AWP on Cajun B is a very solid opera and very good at playing against other AWP players, so see if he can put some of that skill to work. Snacks aggressive down towards the middle. Otherwise, not much coming out of Virtus.pro here. It's a very standard setup.
A bit of the catch-all approach. Taz kind of dancing back in his home turf and connector. Snacks playing solo over a danger. So they managed to make their way out into drop, and Cajun B close with the AWP. We'll see if he gets the chance to put this to use. Because Pasha is still hanging around the nade! Oh, that rung his bells. Not going to be able to peek behind the flash either. The smoke goes up just in time, and Cajun gets out pretty much scot-free, but Neo, in the meantime, is taking a bit of damage here. A little bit of pressure getting applied by Magus can drop.
So lingering around the plateau for a while really only gave them just a lot of damage. They used some of their own grenades, and not much really came out of it. Now they've left Magus can drop, and they're going to go for a similar style as to the one in the pistol, trying to see if they can cause a distraction, keep 4 players on B, while there's only 1 person defending the A-bomb side. But that 1 person is Snacks, and he's got the AWPs looking the wrong way currently. They're sneaking in. Oh, Config, this is so smart. Catching Snacks off guard. He was actually trying to hide in the corner to not make himself visible, and now Magus going to pick up the kill as well. Cajun missing the flick, but still things are looking great for North in this round. 4-on-3.
Yeah, they have brought it back here, North. And Taz remaining pretty focused on that connector area. Magus doing a fantastic job of just locking down that defense on the B site. He sold VP hook, line, and sinker. And that kind of left Snacks up. Well, Snacks might have been able to back off as well and played a bit more passively there instead of hanging around A long with nobody to watch ramp. But
These are the signs of the decisions where you're convinced this is what's coming at you. They're going to be hitting this B site. There will be no fake. And sure enough, MSL's one step ahead this time. And so VP will just have to shake it off and save these 3 guns. If they save the 3, then they can actually get something going for themselves in the next round.
Yeah, very important here. The first half's already looking amazing for Virtus.pro, so if they can keep the money flowing, if they can keep fighting,
yeah, everything
matters right now. 7-4. And North not surrendering yet. I mean, the pressure is unimaginable, and now we return to a bit of a classic as well. It's Snacks with the Mag 7 playing over at A-Long.
Yep.
If North knew, they should go somewhere else.
But that's the thing, though. They haven't really paid much attention to A-Long at all, North. The one round, it was AZ kind of working his way in, but he was more of a, exactly, a lurk. Wasn't exactly part of the main push. And so now we might see a change here where, look at this config.
Don't do it.
So you go for the peek here, Snacks. This is the very reason why, CT, you don't go for this peek. But there's the noise. And Snacks, he knows that somebody's hanging around here, but the action is happening over on the B side right now. Cajun just waiting patiently for Pasha to overextend.
Yeah, he wants that peek, but this has become very common. A lot of Orbers on the other side will look for it, and Pasha, he definitely saw that. He knows what's up. He's going to go for the re-peek anyway. Does he realize that there's still a guy there? Cajun going down, and Pasha looking for it again. AZ is weirdly trapped in the corner. There's going to be a bit of a grenade to try and see if he can get himself out of there. The smoke. And now Snacks winning the fight against Config. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Nope, nope. Snacks have to kill Pasha. You don't need to go through that smoke. He's hoping to dance right on the edge. He will get it back in position. MSL right around the corner with the AWP. He can use it. 3 players remain here for North, and they are stacked up. But Taz was the door versus Vegas, and Pasha spots on MSL right on the edge. Did he see something? He's certainly thinking about it, and MSL misses the shot. But Pasha playing it safe until MSL finds the angle. 2-man advantage, and Bialy has set the trap, and he's going to get these kills for free, but he misses it. AZ with the headshot to save his team.
A bit of an opening here, but it's still very tough. There's only 25 seconds. There's almost no chance that North can get the kills and get the bomb down. Great Molotov there, going to do a lot of damage to Taz, forcing him out behind the rock, but he just goes for the fight. And it will be Virtus.pro picking up another round, making it 8-4 in their favor.
There's Neo, showing Bialy how it's done. Tough case for Bialy there. When you've got the 2 targets, you're trying to decide which one you want, but this really was Pasha's round. Good to see Pasha back in action here on Plateau, winning duels, feeling comfortable again with the AWP. Felt like he was in limbo for quite some time. This is what's making Virtus.pro a world beater once again, the fact that their players are showing up, that they have hit that level once again, and Neo has chosen the perfect time to start hitting headshots left and right. 8-4, and the second tactical timeout getting called here by North.
A good time to do it as well. Right now we have, what, 3 players on 10 or more kills on the VP side, and nobody on North has cracked 10 yet. So they're down on kills, and certainly you can feel maybe some of the energy is starting to run out. Not for the crowd, though.
Absolutely not. Just wait. Yeah, the hype is real, Anders. They're firing them up, they're giving them their energy, and well, North looking to take advantage. Neo with the double spray! 2 kills! Annihilates him, and Pasta's there as well. Cajun and Vegas, they're wondering what happens to the rest of their team.
Once you lose those first 2 entries, there's not a lot left to do at that point in time. The bomb has gone down. Cajun going to be dropped as well. And Vegas about to be overrun. They're coming in from every angle. Snacks will take him down. That's Virtus.pro winning a 9th round and making it look easy on top.
This is still a T-sided map, Anders. Still a T-sided map. This is North's pick as well. Keep in mind, Nuke is coming up next. VP's strongest map, the map you definitely don't want to play them on. Yeah, it's so key for North to pick this map up here at Cobble.
I think Sponge had it right, though. These guys like playing each other's maps, and North are perfectly capable of playing Nuke as well. So I think it's true. It's a coin toss on almost all the maps right now. The one big difference maker is this insane crowd that just won't stop. They won't leave North alone.
The drain is real. You're right. Can't help but chant along with them.
Well, Once again, the fight for the plateau control. Grenade gonna do a little bit to Config. That's upsetting, but it seems like North want to speed it up once again, try and see if they can get in here. And AZ looking for the rundown. Somehow Pasha gets the kill before he goes down. And now they need to cool it down here. They've got the superior firepower on the BP side. Just wait till everybody's here. Neo trying some random shots.
A 4-on-4, and Neo holding close, and Neo gonna sack himself, and he gets the deny at the last second. MSL now darts forward. He's got the UMP and the bomb, but those smokes are clearing up, Anders, and they don't have any left. They have a single, 2 flashes and an HE picked up, and Config with the AWP. He's gonna have the Overwatch, and there it is, the headshot on Bialy, who stands up just a bit too soon. Man advantage now for North in this key round, and they have got the after plants.
Oh man, if Config holds the line, then he gets the kill, but instead he second guesses himself, and he goes down to Snacks, and now the retake is on. 2 versus 2. This is everything for North. They have to win this round. And Virtus.pro trying to see if they can fight it back there. Snacks with a kill on MSL, and now Cajun B trying to sneak around. There are 2 smokes up in front of him. He has no idea if they're defusing or not. Now he must have heard it. 3 seconds left. He's coming around, and Taz is there to save his teammate. Great team play coming out, and Virtus.pro again and again and again. 10 rounds for them.
What remarkable stuff. The duels, the chances being taken by both teams, but in the end it comes down to good solid teamwork to win the day there for VP. And double digits on CT side Cobble now for Virtus.pro. This is a fantastic first half. 3rd tactical timeout used in the first half here, Anders, for North. They are desperate to get around on the board.
I feel like you would only do that if you've gleaned some sort of weakness in the setup here for Virtus.pro. I mean, if you're MSL, that's a big timeout to take with just 1 round left. So maybe they found a way through. Cajun B obviously not very excited. 10-4 here. The last round of the first half is coming up. And right now, the Polish team have everything they could possibly want. All the grenades, all the rifles. The same could not quite be set for North.
No, but this was successful last time, and so it looks like they good enough. And AZ now in a 1v5, and they know exactly where he's coming from, because the last time they ran this strat, he was at A-long. You already have the nades going in.
Yeah, he's completely trapped here. What an enormously powerful first half coming in from Virtus.pro right now. AZ, nothing matters at this point. He's going to get 1 headshot, but they're all on the bomb side. They got the bomb locked in. 11-4 in the first half of the first map of the quarterfinals here, the last quarterfinals, where we head off into the semis. Immortals are waiting to try and fight Virtus.pro in the second semifinal. The other one will be Gambit and Astralis. It's out of control.
Which is also going to be a fire match. And that is going to be sick to see. Gambit versus Astralis, whether the Danish powerhouse can continue to reign supreme and defend their title. That's what's at stake for Astralis. They won the E-League major. They're looking to repeat what SK did last year, winning both majors, winning the 2 majors in the year. And the crowd again. Let's go. Countdown has begun to get into the second half of Cobblestone between Virtus.pro and North. 11-4. And we're 10 seconds away from seeing if VP are just going to completely crush North, or if we're going to have a game on our hands.
Yeah, there's not going to be any chance if you don't win the pistol round here. That's an absolute given. Virtus.pro starting off with 1 smoke, a couple of flashbangs there, but otherwise it's all Glocks, and they're just looking for the fight, trying to see if they can run down North quick. North on the other side, they're all USPs, not even a defuse kit. They don't even want to let Virtus.pro get onto a bomb site here.
They want nothing but headshots here. They're looking for the duels. And look at this from AZ, exactly. Going aggressive, playing for info. Just barely misses them though. 3 players stacked up, and
crush from both sides. Unless they hit instant headshots, Config is in a lot of trouble. Neo getting 1 kill, he's fallen, he's down, but they're coming for him. And Bialy will be able to take the kill easily. He was sandwiched in. MSL fighting 3 different players at once. Never advisable now. Cajun B and Megis. How do you even dream of retaking this? Virtus.pro are giving no inch right now to North. It's going to be Megis going down last at a 12-4 lead right now.
And the thunder rolls in. So sick, 12-4. And Config, he's just, I mean, the timing was just barely off for him. If AZ stays alive, Config is just frustrated because there's not really a whole lot you can do. You're absolutely right, Anders. He was in a pinch. If AZ dies, he had to move on to ramp. Nowhere to go. And VP, they're not going to let that go. I think the plow, it's fully revved up. The engine is warm, and they're looking to just go ahead and fling North off the side of the road out of cobblestone.
Magisk wanted to go for the peek with the deagle, but that grenade lands right in his face. Now he peeks. Great flashbang to set that one up. Not a bad idea at all here from the North point of view, but Virtus.pro stay alive for the moment, trying to use some grenades to clear out the close plateau position, which is really important. 17th round here. The spray is in, and actually great return from AZ. Looked like he was dead for sure. Cajun with a headshot as well. MSL, oh no, he swaps in the middle of the fight. That must have been a mistake. And now Taz blind shot through. He even did a double peek, and Taz again taking the headshot, trying to see if he can get the one on Magisk.
But we're still in a 2-on-2 that heavily favors Virtus.pro. Taz did the work, and Pasha's there to collect. 2 kills for him, and the round is recovered. And you're absolutely right, MSL, man. Swapping guns, that was the moment to end the terror that would soon become Taz. All right, this is Cajun right there to start things off. That's where you start feeling a bit of pressure if you're VP. But Taz was having none of it. 35 HP, he doesn't care, he'll go ahead and pick up 3.
One tiny mistake could have cost them this first map, or at least be part of it. That's definitely a huge deal. 13-4, and the landslide continues. Virtus.pro gunning again for the plateau on the B-bomb side, just leading with Pasha. He's got nothing to lose here, just the pistol, and opening up the kill on Cajun B. And on the other side, North, they can't really stand up to this. Magisk is hitting just a great headshot, but it's not enough right now. AZ gets a kill, Magisk going down, 2-on-3.
Yeah, Molotov behind as well. That's going to force him out into the open. AZ charges into his death, and Taz. Both frags for him, 14-4, a 10-round lead for Virtus.pro. Things looking up for them, but this was the eco situation for North. Now they're getting into the buy round where they will have the rifles. They've made things competitive here when they've had the pistols, and so you have to hope, you have to think that they're going to be able to get something done when they have superior firepower. No kits, though, picked up for North. Again, just so limited on economy. That's been the story of North's life.
A 10-round lead. How on earth do you come back from that kind of situation? North have only this 1 round to try and fight it with.
MVP, what, cutting him some slack, giving him a tactical timeout, letting him talk it over real quick, you know? Let's be fair here, Anders. You know, give him a best chance. Give him a little chance, right?
I think they were just reminding each other, listen, we're going to just kill him straight in this first map, and then it's all good from there on out. The game is resumed, and now we'll see what North can show us here in the second half. They've got the rifles, they've got some grenades. Can anybody stop Virtus.pro here on cobblestone is the question. Config has been trying his best and winning a lot of duels, and even that has not been enough.
Now with their setup, and it looks like he's going to back off and set a bit of a trap here with AZ. Between AZ and Config, they're covering both angles. So we'll see if VP decide to press the issue over here at A long, or if they're going to start rotating over once they've made some noise. This is all on Config now. Neo's going to be taking point, checking the angles. There it is, and he doesn't react in time. Config draws the line and ends it right there for Neo. Taz, what does he decide to do? Of course they know that the second man's going to be there, and he gets snuffed as well.
Great play from Config. That's super important right now. It's their last stand here on cobblestone at least. 5 versus 3. And looking just slightly better for the Danish side. There's Cajun opening up and taking down Snacks, and Puyali will fall as well. So North, there's still a tiny sign of life here as Cajun picks up Pasha. And North will find a 5th round. That's very important.
And they recover the AWP. That is huge for Cajun. Definitely going to be wanting that because they wouldn't have had the money to get it otherwise. But it was bound to happen. A perfect setup there for North. Neo walking right into it, expecting it to be a lower angle. And oh, Config, one of the key players for North. MSL heavily relies on him to hit headshots. He showed up in a round that mattered. Up to 11 frags. Magisk in the lead with 12.
Just echo through esports history. I've never experienced anything like this in my life. Config with the AK-47 waiting on the other side. There's no armor on Virtus.pro, so this should be finally a bit of relief for the North team. This should be a round where they can take a deep breath and actually feel like they've got some solid ground underneath them, that maybe there's still a chance here on Cobblestone.
Virtus.pro, they were able to win a Pico earlier, but not this time. AZ, perfect spray control, Conflict there to back him up. This tag team duo working magnificently well. Not a chance for VP in the anti-eco. They don't get anything even close. And they even donate a PT50 to Config. You don't want that guy getting more firepower. It's less. 14-6, double AWP. Pasha has enough for the AWP of his own. Dropped by Bialy, donated. And now we have to see. This is going to be it. Full kits, full buy for North. Same for VP. And Virtus.pro once again splitting up. It's going to be Neo and Snacks this time working together as a duo. Snacks there to watch the halls, and Neo making sure that no shenanigans are possible over here at Underpass for North. A very quick setup over at Plateau, and while they are making some noise here, but look at this, the quad double, what? Oh, Anders.
You can do this. It is possible. Let's try and see if they're just going to use it to throw grenades in. Yeah, it's a triple grenade landing, and it does almost no damage at all to Virtus.pro.
That is so sick. That's some sexy CS right there.
I mean, it's a massive risk in so many ways. Just imagine if someone peeks the plateau at the same time, but in a different time. Could have been for a very good kill. That's also a sign maybe that North are trying to really dig deep in that strat book and figure something out. Virtus.pro haven't really made much progress across the map. It looks like they just want to go for a fairly common A execute, cutting up the bomb site with a wall of smokes, getting the bomb plant down on the side of the statue, and trying to lock North out of it. I think that's the game plan here for the Poles. And Megis up on the box. Is there going to be a Molotov to cut him out? You can Molotov this position, and it's very important that you do it, and that's the last Molotov, so he's going to have a free shot at anyone coming out on the plateau. Flashbangs are in. Neo gets the return, but Megis is there, still fighting, and then Bialy and Snacks coming back in with 2 big kills. Snacks fighting, he hits a ridiculous headshot, and finally Cajun will take him down, but it might have been too late.
What a shot from Snacks. Cajun in a 1v3, but he's here early enough. He does have some time to work with. The bomb has only just been planted. He's hoping for VP to get clever, but with the AWP, he's gonna have to be quick. He can't even scope up again, because if he does, they will hear it, and there's the shot, and he's going wide open. Not gonna make it out. Taz is there. And VP on match, well, map point here on Cobble. They succeed. And all sorts of things had to go their way, because the man holding close broken wall went right under him, and Neo gets the key frag, stopping him from doing the damage. Tough to say, tough to say.
Well, it's the calm before the storm here, as North are just 1 round away from losing the first map, which is their map pick. Not something you want to see in a quarterfinals, but they have been shell-shocked by Virtus.pro.
Pressure is on, but at least it's not a force in the sense that they actually have money for some guns here. The AWP on Cajun, we'll see where he can decide to get that into action. Trying to set it up, going for the peek. He's got a nade in his hand, and possibly this is the shot. Vegas is going to trade it, but he goes against him. 1-for-1 trade, and this is all on Pasha trying to make the hero play, but Megas is not going to let him have it.
That's a very dangerous peek from Pasha, and at least he got the 1, still leaving his team a chance to bring it back at the 3-on-4, but if this next kill doesn't go their way, you have to think it might not work out. Config close with the C-set 75 is such a dangerous position, but look at the boost that's being set up. Snacks peeking it, and Config still hits the headshot. That's very good, taking down Snacks, and Neo trying to hunt him down. They have the time here, but MSL getting a kill and leaving Taz alone, 1 versus 3 in the middle of the map. How do you get out from this?
No, 44 seconds, well, 39 now at least. This is not something where he's got like 10 or 15. He can afford to sit here and wait just a little bit. AZ, this is where you need the scoots, no peek back. You just sit and you wait on your bomb site. You don't go anywhere if you're AZ right now. This is on MSL to kind of peek for the info here at Connector. Does not spot out Taz. And now we're starting to get to the time here where Taz needs to make the play, and he's got the correct read. It's going to be the A play, and will he be able to find AZ fast enough? Or is it just the noise, the fake? Taz in the mind games here, but he's just running out of time.
Yeah, I think he was hoping that someone would try and follow him in. Maybe he'd get the kill and turn around quick or something like that. It's very hard to play those sort of situations, and obviously easier when you have the X-ray. 15-7. North still alive and fighting, looking for 8 straight rounds here. No easy task at all.
Anything is possible in CS, though, Anders. That's the thing. You get in the mantra, the old code.
Well, certainly this tournament has been proof of that. The amount of ridiculous stories that are going to come out of this tournament, the fact that Immortals made it further than SK, FaZe didn't make it in, and there's so many ridiculous, the whole story between Big just making it through, and now Virtus.pro. For a lot of this year, the story surrounding them has been the slump that they've been in, not being able to play well, not qualifying for tournaments, and look at them now. One single round away to make it in a step closer towards the semi-finals. MSL almost getting called, but that's a nice shot, taking a kill, keeps on spraying, and finally going to be falling back. He doesn't really have the help to keep it going anyway. Somehow Bialy gets one in return, but they still know that MSL is here. Neo with a headshot on one. MSL doing even more work here. He's got a couple of bullets left looking for snacks, and oh my god, Cajun there to help out. Neo goes down. Great defense from North. What a round. MSL, the captain, being game leader, and now also saving them in that round. Very, very good play.
Are you noticing that the players with the CZs tend to hold that window position?
Yeah.
It's like MSL, Cajun, config. MSL had an AK. Still holds with the CZ. We're seeing some of the tactical edges coming out here, the advantages that these players know about on each map. So MSL able to put that to good use. 15-8. Another round of eco coming up here for Virtus.pro. And they might just charge out, not waste any time at all of this one. Neo has got utility, and it's going to be a straight smoke on the plateau. He's got the 2 flashes to set up here for his mates as well. Anti-rush nades going out, and Taz taking a tremendous amount of damage. But there's the timing. Flash, Meg is totally white, misses everything. They know where he is, but he's still, Pasha not able to capitalize.
Looked like that was about to get a bit dicey there for Megi's spot. Cajun there to help him out. Great quad kill for him. Oh man, things are looking slightly better here for North, and we have to remind everybody, this is also important. Even if they can't make the full comeback, just not getting swept off the map is important. It mentally helps you to set up for the next map and just keeps you going. So, got to see if they can do a bit more here. Cajun certainly is looking fired up right now. And Virtus.pro should take note of that position by the chicken coop and make sure they Molotov him out next time.
But now they have the nades for it. Although they're still light on the Molotovs. Only 2 Molotovs in play, Bialy and Neo.
Look at this is obviously MSL trying for a read here. 3 men stacked towards long, just trying to see if they can sort of preempt whatever Virtus.pro are throwing at them. So they know they're near the edge, and they've got to come up with something creative, and this is a very big investment in map control over on that side. If this was a straight B rush, the round would probably be over.
Bialy getting naded by Megisk as well. He's certainly not looking to give him a helping hand. And this is going to be it. Config going to walk right in, and MSL is in position to completely slaughter VP if they try to punish. And with that bomb and those 3, it's looking like VP wants to go for a repeat sort of situation. The split, perhaps, the nades are in, and MSL, it's all on him. But the last time they went through here, Neo, check this angle. Taz going to dump, and it's up. No chance at all. MSL stuffed, and Taz to the smoke. Takes down Config with a headshot. It's spinning out of control for VP.
2 versus 5, hold on to the first map here. Taz gets a 3rd kill, and that leaves Cajun. Molotov down in a 1 versus 4. More grenades are raining in. 1 versus 5, in fact, and he's got almost no chance. The crowd has simply ignited here at the Torrent Arena. They know what's coming next. They know Virtus.pro got this first map. Cajun trying his best, but it's too late. There are too many people to find, and there it is. 16 rounds for Virtus.pro. They win the first map of quarterfinals against the 9 of North.